Phil Hellmuth is looking down at ace-jack offsuit. Pre-flop begins with a scenario that is practically designed to tilt Phil Hellmuth before a single card is pitched. The game is featuring a straddle from Jennifer Tilly and a double straddle from Tony G, which effectively cuts the effective stack sizes in half.
I'll over straddle, I'll over.
Double straddle from Tony.
You're taking away my straddle energy.
I'm not, I'm putting more money in there for the good players.
That's like wasted money.
You can raise him comfortably knowing that he hasn't looked at his cards.
This structure forces players to loosen up and fight for the pot, but it also amplifies the penalty for mistakes. Hellmuth decides to attack. In a vacuum, this is a standard aggressive play.
All right, I opened for the pot.
Pots it.
And you looked, right?
Well, I think I looked. Allegedly, I looked.
Tony.
I'm all in.
Pot limit, brah.
Without looking?
Without looking.
Pretty sure he looked.
Well, you can't be all in.
60.
Tony G tries to just shove here to deny equity, but he forgets the game is pot limit, so he actually 3-bets to 21,600.
You slow down. You slow down a bit. You got to save the rest?
It is large enough to commit a significant portion of chips, but it is not an all-in, which leaves the door open for Phil to make a catastrophic error.
It's hard to believe that you always have a hand against me.
Look, you could see the flop and get rid of it as well.
Hellmuth takes the bait hook, line, and sinker. He looks at his ace-jack, a hand that is notoriously difficult to play against a 3-bet, and decides that Tony is simply splashing around.
I'm not looking, I haven't looked. I don't care, I know it's a random hand and I don't got a random hand.
Wow, all that talking makes me think he's strong. I was for sure going to call before that.
15 on top, Tony.
He's saying he hasn't looked, though.
He most certainly looked. Did no one see him?
He's saying you didn't look?
Yeah, you wouldn't lie, Tony, would you?
I wouldn't lie, you can check my hand if you want. You can tell him the truth.
You didn't look at either card.
I haven't looked.
You promise?
Ask Joe. I mean, I haven't looked.
I can't say anything, but
I'm not going to look.
that's between you and Phil.
Well, if you haven't looked, I guess I'll just move in.
Right.
Phil ships and Tony calls.
All right, you're close. You're up there.
Oh, you lied.
Of course I lied. It's poker, Phil. What do you think this is?
That's messed up.
So messed up.
Wow.
What do you think, I'm blind? How many times do you want to run
Well,
it?
I asked you if you had looked or not.
Do you want to run it how many times?
I'll let you choose, Tony.
Three
I mean,
times.
I always lose, so. You kind of deserve to lose the first one.
I do deserve. I hope you win one.
Why would you lie? I mean, no, let's consider totally not uncool, man. I mean, it's not right.
I feel it's just a game.
That's etiquette, though. I mean, you don't
Phil,
say
what
you're
happens
blind
on this table in play is just a game. We tell whatever we want.
So
When do you tell
all
the
rules
truth?
of poker are just thrown out the window. And, you know, this really bad etiquette, but.
What do you think, I'm a kid? Phil.
We're talking about etiquette.
I'm
so
a poker
you're
player.
the kind of guy that goes to the golf course, and when someone's playing you a big money match, you scream in the middle of their backswing.
You think that's the same thing?
Yes, I know it's the same thing.
I don't
Listen,
think so.
if you pulled all the
We're
top players,
talking about the strength of our hand, and I'm selling
let's
you.
just bet 100,000 if we pull the top 20 players. We'll ask about your etiquette.
Phil is looking for sympathy from the table, but the real court of opinion is in the comments. Was Tony out of line, or is Phil just being the poker brat? Let me know whose side you're on.
Why?
And I'm destroying you.
You know
every
it's bad
part
etiquette.
of the game.
You don't say you haven't looked at your cards when you haven't looked at your cards. You don't do that.
Okay, well
it's
then
like
I'm
a
wrong.
rule of poker. It's like it's
Why'd you call?
horrible etiquette. Because I thought you hadn't looked at your cards.
Come on, Phil.
Well, if you want 25,000 this bad, you can have it.
You have to
How
pay
many times
attention
are we
to the
dealing?
game, Phil. If you're a professional player, you would pay attention to me looking at my hand. We're doing it 3 times.
Okay, how many times? 3 times?
3 times. I admit that my
You deserve to
etiquette
lose the
is
first
terrible.
one again.
I do.
So you know, for that.
Karmically, he deserves to lose all 3. What a villain. I drink your milkshake.
So they're going to run it 3 times with the winner of each run taking a third of the pot. Flop. King 9 tray.
Tony pairs his king, Phil drawing nearly dead.
How happy are you now?
Turns a jack.
That's bad for me.
River ace of diamonds.
That's kind of fair. Let's even out the deck a bit.
I mean, you know, you showed your true colors, which is bad for you here.
Here comes flop number 2. 7, 5, 10. No help to Phil.
That's not
You
good.
really, I don't think you're the kind of guy that wants to show your true colors all the time.
Well, it's just your true colors can't escape you. You are who you are, Phil.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's the way I am.
Turn number 2. Ace of clubs. River another 5, and Tony G takes the second run.
Don't rush. Don't rush. We might keep you in.
Queen, queen, king, and Phil picks up some outs. Turn 7. No help to Phil. It's a jack.
Whoa, you got there!
That's not cool.
No, he didn't.
No, sorry. I was just joking, Phil. Did you believe me again? Was
No,
that bad
I didn't
etiquette
believe you.
too?
So Tony, so look, you're loaning me 50,000, right?
Yeah.
Okay, look, I don't accept it.
Okay, no problem.
But good game, man.
All right, I'm sorry, Phil. I really am. I'm sorry. I think you should retire. I think it's over. I think you're not there anymore, Phil.
Great thing we do.
All right, thanks.
I think you should take your coach, get a tandem bike, and get the hell out of here.
Phil Hellmuth is looking down at King 10 offsuit.
To the fans at home, no one even has a chance of understanding.
There are some fans at home that are like, oh wait, I see Phil's playing just based on reads.
Call.
And you know, but then they don't understand the subtlety of the trapping game. Raise.
1,000 then. Boom.
The trapping game's a long-term game.
We head to the flop three-way, with Phil out of position and holding a marginal hand against a pre-flop raiser who likely has him crushed. This is a chaotic texture. JR has flopped middle set with his queens, a monster hand, but on a monotone board, he is terrified of the flush. Phil is chasing, but he also knows that his 10 of clubs is a powerful blocker. If the 4th club hits, he can represent the nuts even if he doesn't have it.
I will not be offended. Yes, you will.
Here, Hellmuth makes a move that baffles modern pros. He leads out, a donk bet, for 6,000. This is Phil trying to seize control of the pot cheaply, perhaps sensing that JR is scared of the ace or the flush. JR, however, is not buying it. Holding a set, he raises to 19,000. He wants to charge Phil for drawing. Keating folds, but Phil makes a stubborn call.
The fuck do you have? Aces and queens?
What is Hellmuth doing
Can't be
here?
ace queen.
Call 13,000. Is he going to represent a club? Well, the river's a 5. He's got king high.
Keating and I are going to chug a beer.
What's going on here?
Old world style. If you guys have a corn, I'll have one with you. What?
22,000. He calls with king high. Mr. Reed. What a read. Wow.
Well, I think that was someone's table, Chimon.
Flabbergasting.
That was their Corona. Okay.
Fuck, I got fucked up because of the app game. Because Jarrah bluffs all his money off on the app game. Just a big ace is good enough to lead out just so he could bluff me. I let out just so he would raise. He fell for it, but he had a set. Later I'm going to lead out with the nuts he's going to raise. I have to. You want all that money? I called you with ace 10.
Yeah.
I won all that money because of the app game.
Guys,
but now it's my turn.
Freebird, just have a Corona.
I forgot how tight you're playing today.
You and him have endless trunks of money. He's a school teacher.
Hellmuth kicks things off with ace-5 offsuit. He is raised to $1,000, but he's up against Fishman with king-queen suited, who's a math teacher known for making razor-sharp, calculated plays.
I don't win very many pots from this spot, so...
Fishman calls. Williams calls. Deuce, jack, ace, 2 clubs, action flop.
This looks like a fun board.
Williams checks instantly and Hellmuth checks behind him, but Fishman isn't waiting around. He fires out $3,000 into the pot, repping strength and leaning on that nut flush draw.
Hellmuth raises.
This is a pretty easy call with a flush draw, gut shot, and 2 big cards.
And there it is by Fishman.
The turn brings the 5 of hearts, and Hellmuth quickly bets $15,000, now holding 2 pair and looking to extract value.
His pairs are still no good, but PH could be doing this with worse flush draws, and he's got enough behind for decent implied odds.
Fishman is behind, but still has plenty of outs to improve, and this decision should not be a tough one for a math whiz like him.
Add it all up, and Fishman makes the call.
He's looking for a club or a 10.
The river, there's the 10 completing the straight.
Fishman tries to keep a stone-cold face as he watches the river give him the nuts.
Action on Hellmuth.
23,600.
His bet is an attempt to build the pot, but Fishman with the nuts is gonna try to include some serious acting.
23,600 into a $45,000 pot.
This is pretty dirty. Fishman's reverse pedaling the nuts.
Hellmuth with 2 pair doesn't know he's walking into a trap. Fishman with the nuts is gonna try to include some serious acting, waiting for him to commit more chips.
I'm not gonna let you do this to me again, Phil. I can't let you do this to me again.
Leonardo DiCaprio could not be selling this any better.
How much you got behind?
This is Fishman's way of trying to convince him he's not too strong. Hellmuth tries to keep as cold as possible and doesn't even answer Fishman's question.
Was there an answer to that?
Like 85 or something.
I'm all in.
Fishman shoves.
He even fake hesitated. Watch that Oscar, Leo.
I'm done, Phil.
I see method acting, improv, pantomime. If Phil calls here, the kid stays in the picture.
Ha 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 ha. This acting is so terrible that it makes you wonder if it's not a double bluff. Hellmuth is going to blow up after he sees what Fishman is holding.
This is so sick. I mean, is it possible that I just get cooled every hand I play here? You got king, queen of clubs? I mean, I guess so.
Phil's put him on his exact hand.
God, all that talking leads me to believe this. Wow.
Now, that might be real. I'd certainly be shaking either way.
All right, I call.
Hellmuth calls and sees king, queen of clubs.
Bingo! Can I even play in this game? I mean, what the they find... I mean, what the
That was a great read, by the way. You had him.
Yeah, you're a real... The guy hits a miracle 10 on me, and what, you want to just step on me?
He's a school teacher, and you and him have endless trunks of money. Endless trunks of money. He's a school teacher. For God's sakes, man.
Screaming will do you a lot of good.
Phil Hellmuth is looking down at ace-king offsuit. Stern initiates the action from early position with pocket fives, a classic speculative hand that thrives on set, mining or outplaying opponents on low, uncoordinated boards. He raises to 1,500. Hellmuth, sitting in middle position with ace-king offsuit, decides to exert his dominance. He executes a textbook 3-bet to 5,500. This is a definitive statement of strength. The flop falls a dry and paired texture that creates an immediate strategic stalemate. Hellmuth, despite being the pre-flop aggressor, checks his ace-king. This is a disciplined small ball move in a three-way pot on a paired board. A continuation bet often only gets action from hands that have him crushed, like a queen or a pocket pair. Capella also checks his air. Stern, however, decides to take a stab at the pot. He leads out for 8,500. This lead into the three-better is a probing move designed to define Hellmuth's range immediately. Hellmuth, sensing that Stern might be testing him with a smaller pair or a total airball, decides to make a sticky call. He is floating with ace-high, intending to gather more information on the turn. The turn brings the 6. Hellmuth checks for a second time, sticking to his defensive, investigative line. He is effectively playing check-call mode, hoping to see a cheap showdown or waiting for Stern to show a sign of weakness. This is the pivotal moment for Stern. Holding pocket fives, he currently has the best hand, but it is incredibly fragile. The river is the 7. Hellmuth checks for a third time. He has reached the end of the hand with ace-high, and his only hope of winning is a check-check showdown. Stern looks at his pair of fives and has one last decision to make. He considers a value bet, but he realizes that Hellmuth is unlikely to call with a worse hand.
Stern checks.
Ace-king.
And Stern wins a pot of more than 34 grand.
Pretty good check there.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Damn son of a...
This is my favorite part.
He had a lot of outs there. Same.
I think you could have bluffed him too. I think
Of course
Danny's
I
gonna
could have
fold.
bluffed
If you
him,
bet
but-
the river, you're gonna fold, right, Donnie?
He called the river.
If he bet
for sure.
$2,200.
I would have raised.
He could have bet $2,200, I think.
Yeah.
You guys are never smart enough to raise the right amount.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Man.
That's just Phil's way of saying, nice hand.
Phil Hellmuth is looking down at ace-jack offsuit. He is raised to $2,000, but he's up against Harlow with pocket eights. And Tony G, he's lurking, and he's not planning to stay quiet for long.
Action begins on Phil. Ace-jack, raised to 2,000. Pocket pair for Russ.
Pot.
Raises to 7,200.
Harlow is the loose cannon in this game, which means he's an amateur who's been given $100,000 to play against 5 pros. Whatever he makes over $100,000, he gets to keep. Meanwhile, Tony G folded, but this is not the last time we see and hear of him this hand.
How much more you have?
Hellmuth is fishing for information, trying to get a read on the delivery driver. Every second Harlow spends fumbling with his chips gives Phil little clues about how strong he really feels.
Phil calls and gives him the WWE stare down. Hellmuth off the top rope. The flop, 10-6 deuce, 3 clubs. Hellmuth checks the nut flush draw.
Harlow's ahead for now, but Phil's sitting there with 2 overcards, a nut flush draw, and about 27 different ways to ruin this man's whole poker career. If Harlow fires a bet here, things could get messy fast, because Hellmuth is definitely not folding this one soon. But Harlow decides to check it back to him.
The turn gives Russ a set. Hellmuth, chips in hand, leads out to 5,500.
Gotta take a chance sometime.
I'm supposed to think you're weak, right? Because you're talking?
I won't bet more than 9,000 on the river if you call.
I'm all in.
Russ Harlow, all in.
Hellmuth throws out a little feeler bet, just trying to stir the pot. But Harlow responds by setting the whole kitchen on fire. This is actually an incredible read from the delivery driver against arguably the best poker player of all time. Now Phil's got to decide if that nut flush draw is enough to pull him out of the flames, or if he's about to get roasted. He thinks for about 5 minutes and Tony G is starting to lose his patience.
So you potted it before the flop.
It's ridiculous.
What's ridiculous?
I mean, just make a decision, you know? Like, there's other people in the game, too. You're a professional player playing against a loose cannon. I mean...
Now I'm trying to make a decision for 43,000. Can you just shut the up? Call
You're a
floor
professional
man.
player?
Call floor man.
You're insulting everyone. I mean, we're here, we want to play, too.
He's completely out of line here. So I
think he's completely out of line because he's been taking forever to make a decision. Against an amateur player coming in here as the best player in the world, taking 15 minutes to make a decision.
I haven't taken 15 minutes. You want to bet on that?
Well, you will. If
You're
that's
so
why
out of line.
talking about
You know,
it.
your etiquette's horrible. Stay out of this.
Gentlemen,
Stay out. Let's hear your ruling.
We're going to put you on the clock right now. You got a minute and 10 seconds.
That's your ruling?
Right.
I hope you're proud of yourself, Tony.
Story checks out.
Phil folds.